Okay, so real quick, now that we've got our chart set up, or even if you don't have your chart set up and you just want to undock your Navigator windows, here's how I typically have my screen set up. I'm using a 22-inch monitor. I would love to have 4 of them, but currently I have 1. So I'm able to set up my charts like this. I have my first 9 pairs here. I have another MetaTrader installation with my other 9 pairs here. And as you can see, I have floating Navigator windows and my Trade Manager console. I will get more into trade management profiles and using the console later if anyone needs the needs some more help on how to use it. I will at least go over some of the profiles that I've been testing in another video. So if you don't know, Windows 7 and 8 are pretty handy. You can drag all the way to the right and snap something to half the screen. There are a whole lot of keyboard shortcuts and stuff like that for organizing windows. You should definitely Google your Windows 7 or Windows 8 hotkeys if you don't know how to use them. So let's redock these. And as you can see, I have these running in yet another MetaTrader platform. I usually have 6 MetaTraders running at a time. So in that zip file that you guys downloaded, there were the file that went into the library and then the scripts. So it's real easy to undock whatever windows you can want. You don't have to use it for just the Navigator. But so go into your Navigator window here, and you should have this IBFX undock chart. All right, so all we're going to do is drag that onto the chart that you want to undock. And now we have nice floating windows that we can move wherever we want. You can snap those to the screen as well. It's just like any other window that you would use in Windows 7 or Windows 8. So here I'm using 5 minute, which I have it specifically set to 5 minute and 1 hour. Now with FinFX, I did have a problem with Navigator. I had to create my own template for Navigator basically because it wasn't finding the Forex pairs. You can see I'm using a micro account, so they all have M on the end of them. So all I did was change all of the colors on the chart to black. Let me show you real quick. So you won't be able to access, you won't be able to right click on the chart if you have it in a floating window, so you have to redock it. But if we go into properties, all I did was change all of the bars and background, all that stuff to black. And I used, just attached the Navigator. I set it to 5 minute. So I have all of this stuff set to false, which normally you would have something set to true. The reason that I didn't use the Navigator template that came with it is because that template puts default pairs on it, and since none of these settings were picking up pairs or working, they just stayed there. So I turned all that stuff off. I had to make my own template, and as you can see, I've just used the custom sets. And each set is going to actually be in alphabetical order, so it doesn't matter what order you put the pairs in, it's going to reorder that set for alphabetical order. All right, so if for some reason you need to create your own template like I did, maybe you're using a FinFX micro account, that is how you do it. And I still have to let Paul know about that. I haven't had time to post it yet, but if you have any other questions specifically for making your own template, if you just watch this video, I'll answer that. Anything more specific than that or any other problems, you have to go with Paul. I've just set up Navigator the end of last week, so that's why I made all new templates so that I could work with the chart on the left half of the screen. All right, so in the next video, we will get into how I use all this stuff. Thanks.